All my life, I've been the female that everyone knew as perfect. And for some reason, I disagree with that a lot. It's okay, though. 'Cause it doesn't matter how I feel, just how others feel. Every time I would look in the mirror, all I saw was ugly. I had lost in so many beauty pageants that the only thing that mattered to me was beauty. Eventually, my mom had a talk with me, but it wasn't the kind you would expect from a mother. The kind of talk that she gave me was more of a rant on how ugly I was. Even though my school life was popular, in my words, my at-home life was abusive and scary. Ever since I was little, I had dealt with the trouble my mom had put me through. She always blamed everything on me. Don't be a sissy. Don't be a prissy. I'd always thought of cutting as a bad idea, but eventually I grew on it. I had become my own cutting board. One more. Oh, okay. Okay. Wash all the blood away. Wash all the blood away. Vanessa! Vanessa, why are you taking so long in that shower? You better get out. You have school in 5 minutes. Yeah, Mom. The scars never really healed. Eventually, they were just scars, and they were a part of me. If anyone had asked what happened, I would say something dumb or something stupid like, oh, spider bite, or I dropped a knife on my arm, when really that was not the truth. I'd always get caught wearing long sleeves, but it got harder and harder to cope with. Even my boyfriend always thought that I had something wrong with me because I was depressed. Vanessa, honey, eat your food. You have 3 minutes until your boyfriend gets here. Come on, hurry up. Sometimes I didn't feel like eating, and I wouldn't when I felt like that. Sometimes even the way my mom made me feel was awful. But I thought it was okay. I thought this was okay. Well, Vanessa, I have to say, you're doing well in therapy. I just need to know, how bad is the relationship between you and your mother? Honey, your boyfriend's here. I know, Mom. My relationship with my mother, it was awful. All the time. Okay, and your boyfriend? My boyfriend. He was my best friend all the time. And I still think of him as my best friend. He puts me through the best. And he only cares about me. And is so selfless. I love him. Sweetie, do you think you've always made him feel the same way about you that he makes you feel about him? I would hope so. I mean, he makes me feel like I am the most important person alive. And I'm glad that I am alive. And I only have him to thank for that. What do you mean by that? Well, I mean that he saved my life. I mean that if it weren't for him, I wouldn't be here. Please, break up. Break up. I mean that when I was at my most awful time, and when no one else was there for me, he was. He saved my life multiple times. I mean that when I was about to hang myself, he put the chair back up just before I took my last breath. It means that he always got that gut feeling when I tried to empty the pill bottle. Be there to stop me. It means that he truly was the only one that was ever there for me. Ever. It means, especially through the dark times, he was always the person that was always by my side, no matter what happened. He would always throw away my blades. And even when I tried to get more, he would stop me from ever even purchasing another sharp item. The truth is, the only person I really have to thank for me being here is him. And I'm glad because at the end of the day, he made me realize I was important to somebody at the most. And that I always mattered.